that I don't think they'll be ready to hear themselves.
In your proposals last night, you mentioned certain things that you wish in the subs which they should be changed or change that can be used lapaya. So I want to ask this question, Uti, in your own general knowledge, would you think it is safe for our state intelligence to remain in the office of the president? And would that not hinder or delay certain investigations that might be against the president, that might be against his friends and close associates? I want to repeat that question because I want your own thinking. Is it safe? I've never seen it in the world where intelligence is in the office of the president, and I don't know why. But I feel that alone hampers some MPs might not be able to be vocal about certain things. So what's your take on that? And if you even said if you were sitting here, Advocate Johnson sitting on that side, you'll be able to question him to give us some answers. So I'm asking you, in this same position, Uti, would you be able to tell us or South Africa, Uti, is that a proper way of doing things, or would you prefer it being done like that? And at the same time, doesn't that give power to politicians, where intelligence resides in the office of a politician, a senior politician of the country, who has 10 years in the office? When he exits, how safe is the country? Thank you.
Honourable Chair members, I don't want to go deeper into discussing the structure of government because I'm not a leader in government. I'm not elected to be there. I'm not appointed to be in that position. So expressing my opinion as a citizen is one thing, but I'm sitting here to come and account about what transpired in July and what we're dealing with as a police. So I said earlier, I know that intelligence at one stage, when at least I was involved with the police management at the time as acting national commissioner, the intelligence was not falling under the office of the president. It was standing independently somewhere. But there were bad things happening there at the very same intelligence, while it is not at the office of the president. So I don't see then why it will be different now. That now it's in the office of the president, it is exposed to be doing wrong. If it's outside the office, it's not. But I have evidence that it was wrong then. They were doing wrong at the time, whilst they were outside the office of the president. So what will stop them not to do now? If you take it back and they go outside the office of the president, what difference is it going to make? When people are dirty, they are dirty, regardless of where they are working. So perhaps the parliament might want to look at whether is any risk associated with that and any evidence that can be produced to support that, and then make recommendations through the Joint Standing Committee of Intelligence and through the class and the president in order to restructure that if need be. But for me, as Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi sitting here, I can comment about the positioning of crime intelligence because it's within my space. But to comment about the intelligence community as SSA department, they are independent away from me. I don't know how they operate. I'm not part of them. So for me to comment on it, it will be wrong. So I wouldn't want to get into that. Invite me to talk about crime intelligence and make my proposals about it. Maybe I can. I made some yesterday about how they must account and so forth. And part of I might recommend of crime intelligence, they shouldn't report to a deputy national commissioner because that post constitutionally doesn't even have to be there. So the head of crime intelligence is supposed to report to the national commissioner and to the Joint Standing Committee and Parliament, and account here and Inspector General of Intelligence, and of course the security or the intelligence structure that is established at NECOC and the likes. This presence of a deputy national commissioner post create these problems where JRSB then want to intervene, and the Joint Standing Committee invite JRSB to come and present issues of intelligence, and yet is not a command of intelligence. So it's part of the deficiencies that we have to correct.